It's another one of these just mind viruses that you've continually infect me with, but yet are strangely also incredibly correct and never wrong. I'm speaking, of course, about your latest thing, the hot couch and DVD menu imagery that you've been conjuring recently. It's just sort of a bit of like found poetry. But when I first saw it, I didn't quite get it. But then as it dawned on me, it became one of those things that was both very vague and hard to define, but at the same time, incredibly real and relatable instantly. Can you explain the hot couch DVD menu phenomenon?
All of you have experienced this.
I can't believe Will has.
Of course I have. Of course I have. This is not just. This is like an Ohio. This is a Midwest thing, but I think there is a universal.
Will has slummed it in his day.
I'm listening. I'm intrigued.
I just imagine his young adult years is like of Bret Easton Alice Weston Zero type of situation.
Oh come on! It was much more like a Wes Anderson movie than that.
Yeah.
Either
Lord
way, no hot
Fauntleroy.
couch. No hot couch in either of those.
Suits.
There was plenty of hot couches and DVD menus in my lifetime, Matt.
I figured you were dressed like child Monty Burns your entire time.
All right, so let me paint the picture for you.
Yeah.
You're 19 years old. You wake up. You have that little sort of like weird granular feeling in the back of your neck from not eating. You have a pounding headache. You're not just your mouth, but like every corner of your mouth is dry. Mm-hmm. From the tip of your tongue to the back around your molars. You just feel like this baseline of pain, and the sunlight is just marinating you.
But it's like rays of sunlight, like sunlight. You can see all of the stuff floating.
You can see
in
the
through
particulate.
shitty blinds. You see every speck of dust in the room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself on this couch. You roll around to find the colder spot. There is none. It's boiling hot. It's black. It's fake leather.
Yes.
You
Peel yourself off of it.
you try to peel yourself off of it, but you think if you move, everything will hurt more. There is some awful sound playing. You realize that you've been hearing it for the past hour. It is the DVD menu music to the movie Running Scared.
See, I described Felix as being comparable to Monet, who actually painted that way because he had cataracts.
Oh, shit.
So Felix doesn't necessarily see the detail of everything, but he creates an image from a kind of color-based composite of blurs that is somehow more accurate than photorealism.
It's incredibly vivid.
He paints the light,
For
is
sure.
what he does.
So the hot couch thing started when I was talking with Andrew from episode 1, and he had this post. It was like, hey man, you want to come over to our friend's house that we always go to for some reason, where he just has one shitty overhead as the sole source of light. He's constantly smoking cigarettes inside, listens to the same shitty rap song, and I have a towel in case you want to sleep here.
Oh my god, the towelless blanket. That's a real dirtbag move. Yeah.
And so you go to Hot Couch Guy's place, and you're drinking rum inside alone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you and maybe 2 other people.
Out of a big ass plastic cup.
Big plastic, mixing it with Tropicana fruit juice. And because in his refrigerator, he only has like a few condiments, like leftover takeout from a week ago.
There's hella relish in there.
Yeah.
Like the relish has barely been dipped into.
If you drink his orange juice, he'll be like, "What the fuck, dog? You drank my mixer." And the entire night you're drinking with him, he's like, "Yeah, dude. When I get my life together, I was watching this fucking Nat Geo documentary. I think I'm going to try to go in Special Forces." Like he wants to get his life together in Afghanistan.
Right.
And
Of course, I know that guy. That guy's girlfriend's name is Amber.
Playing back and forth, just watching videos of that Marines commercial where he fights the lava dragon.
Oh hell yeah! Yo, that got me. I still kind of want to join the Marines. Every time I look at that, I'm like, yeah. No, fuck the atrocities, dude. I'm about to fuck this lava monster up with a sword. Come on.
He often will have a dog, and it's a dog he thinks he's training for some unspecific purpose.
It's the worst behaved dog you've ever met.
But he's training it in German, even though he doesn't speak German, because he read an article that dogs listen to German commands more than English.
But he's also constantly trying to get the dog high as well. By just ripping bong loads in its face.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah, they're trying to get the dog high, and they're also like, honestly, this dog's strong as fuck. It would kill any dog in a dog fight. Like if we got her pissed off.
Also believes that he can hit a home run. If he could hit a home run out of a major league ballpark.
Yes.
He's like, yo, I don't do sports, but like I could do it. It would take some training, but as soon as my eye caught up, that's the biggest issue. It's not his physical strength; it's his eye catching up to the speed of the ball. But once that's it,
Right.
he fucking knocks it out of the
He's
fucking
got
park.
the power.
Yeah, and he's like, he's like, if they let me fight in the UFC while I was drunk.
Right.
I'm not saying I would be
drunk.
Yeah, if they got me mad and I was drunk, I'm not saying I would win every fight, but I
Right.
would like beat up a lot of these guys. I can tell they suck.
I would give them a run for their money. That's what they say. He's going to win, but he would be in the fight.
This is the best thing a hot couch guy ever said to me in my life.
Yeah.
We were watching a fight, and he's like, "Yeah, I could tell that guy was good because he was doing everything I would do in a fight."
What made that so intensely vivid for me was like the idea that like it's just like that one house that you can go to hang out at.
Yes.
And it's the one house. Sometimes it's not even a house. It's just a room, but it's intensely shitty. And it's like 4 guys on one couch.
Yes.
It's incredibly hot. And
TV on the floor.
yeah, but the fact that like the TV's always on,
Yes.
no matter what, the TV is never turned off. And when things taper down, the DVD menu is just always there, glaring at you.
Oh, yeah.
And if you turn off the TV because you're trying to sleep, the guy will get mad at you. A slight variation on that. I don't know if you've encountered this. I don't know how quite it fits into the hot couch DVD menu mythos, but a lot of times they'll have, again, incredibly shitty couches that are like just bleeding entrails all the time.
It's also
Disgusting.
metaphysical, though, the fact that the couch is so hot. Like, it has nothing to do with outside temperature or even the temperature of the room. It's like, it's only hot when observed. Like, it's incredible.
But I would say often
It's very the zone.
the
Yeah.
owner of the hot couch and the hot couch room, in my experience, will often have like a sort of bootleg, sort of swivel office chair or chair that is his chair, and he will not let anyone
100%
else
he's
sit in.
Yeah.
got a spot. 100% he's got
You
a
cannot
spot.
sit in the captain's chair. So
Yep.
he's in the captain's chair. 4 other guys are on the hot couch smoking cigarettes indoors with no windows open. It's -3 degrees outside, but in the room it's 98 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, the light coming through it, and again, like every particulate can be seen. It's like being scuba diving, basically. You can see everything floating through the air.
Oh, yeah.
Overhead light, like halogen light, so you can, like everyone's skin looks awful.
Right.
It's like being in a bathroom,
So
basically.
the air quality is like Beijing in the Summer Olympics. You know what I mean? It's like if you want to be safe, you wear the little mask. Like
In high school, my hot couch guy's name was Travis, and I shit
Of
you not,
course.
we literally called him T-Bone.
yes, respect.
And in college, it was this guy, Elfman was his last name. And because there were too many guys named Josh or Dan or whatever, everyone got called by their last name. And he had the chair, and once he got out of it so drunk, and he pissed in the fan.
Hell yeah.
Another slight variation on hot couch guy. There are those that have a dog that they're that they think is like Lassie but badass. you know?
Yeah.
There's also a slight variation on the hot couch guy is the one who has some sort of horrible exotic pet, like an iguana.
Yes.
Oh, no,
Like a giant
you
iguana.
gotta stay away from the snake guys, though.
No, like a giant iguana that just sits in a terrarium and does not move ever.
Does not love you.
It just
Cannot love you.
Like it wishes for death constantly.
And the real treat is feeding it flies. That's when he really wants to impress you. He's like, come over here, man.
And they have just some like complete like harebrained assumption about the lizard or the snake. Just some total bird brain shit. Like, nah, dude, he's actually smart as fuck. You can tell when I'm in a bad mood. He saw me one day when I was in a bad mood, and he coiled in the center of the in the corner of his terrarium and looked at me. Like, awesome, dude.
The detail from that thread that you guys were all trading those things were, because I obviously everything is very vivid and memorable, and I related to, especially the DVD menu is like the key to the gate. But someone mentioned vertical blinds.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I
of
was like,
course.
oh, that like triggered everything. It's like fucking vertical blinds. There's just something just abject about those. It's like the saddest way to cover your
It's a-
fucking.
And they're
Bars
often
of light.
cracked.
Yeah.
They're
Oh.
often cracked.
Oh yes.
Well,
like-
I mean, Matt, you grew up in Wisconsin. You lived in Ohio. Like the governor of both those states, like sleeps on a hot couch. Like there's a gubernatorial hot couch. Like you get sworn in on a copy of Too Fast, Too Furious. That's like,
Incredible.
that's like, I feel like, prison abolition, it's like a hot button issue, but like maybe the compromise is like there's technically no prisons, but it's just like criminals who like have victims, they have to just live in a hot couch room.
Yes,
And
absolutely.
they're not technically in prison.
You
but
have
they
to play
do
Halo
that, yeah.
on the original Xbox.
That's not so bad.
Yeah, no, and you have
This
to
sounds pretty
to
cool.
listen to the Eminem album after he got clean. Like, that's the official soundtrack of those guys.
I don't see where the punishment is. Both those things sound great.
I like the idea of humanitarian groups intervening to give them golden eye.
Yeah. Just like Amnesty International is like they haven't had the chicken tenders in the oven. They've had it from the microwave for 3 years.
Oh my god, those guys love microwaving meat. Those guys love microwaving frozen meat, dude. You're like, nah, dude, it's better. Like you try and do it in the oven, they won't let you do it.
That's they think that's the best thing about the hot couch guy is like they're like everything they do is like hasty and there's no real attention to detail, but they're like, yeah, dude, I'm actually a great chef.
Yeah,
Like,
100%.
Well, I mean,
100%.
it goes back to like the captain's chair thing too, but like they won't let you turn on the oven for any reason. These guys all like their place is a fucking wreck. Like he said, pissing into a box fan.
100%.
But yet they still have rigorously enforced rules about what you
sure.
can and can't do.
It's the only thing
in
they
their
can-
shame
Yes.
cave.
Of course. Because life completely owns them 24 hours a day. Outside of the hot couch room, they are just the whipping boy of life. Like
Yeah.
no one respects them. They're dumb as shit. They're failing. They don't fuck. Like, you know what I mean? It's like nothing is going right. All they can control is like you can't like the kinds of salsa you're allowed to eat in that house. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, this is a Tostitos chunky household. Don't you dare bring the fucking mild shit into here. You know what I mean? Like,
Or like horrible coffee table just covered in garbage. It has one of those like Sherlock Holmes style bubblers in it where the water hasn't been changed in probably 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you can't even use it because it's like no longer water. It's just
right,
sludge. But then if you knock it over, they're like, dude, what the fuck, man?
right.
A museum of filthy glass pieces.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm nostalgic for college now.
Oh my god, we should all go on a hot couch retreat. That's the new, like, you know how like Silicon Valley guys are like, I just went to a cabin in the woods.
Well, we
no
are doing a
electronics.
Midwest
I'll call up
tour.
T-Bone.
We should arrange it so that we stay in couch couches every city we're in.
There's an Airbnb
Ask
for hot
every
couches.
Airbnb owner, how hot are your couches?
Oh man, I just remembered another hot couch guy sort of accent, which is like, bro, next week we should go on a fucking camping trip. That never happened. No, dude,
Oh,
it
yeah,
never happens
They're always making
ever.
plans.
I
Yeah, they're
went-
it's very Cannery Row, Steinbeck, all kinds of plans that get derailed by their own shittiness.
Hold
Yeah.
on, I went on one of those. I swear to God.
Oh
Yes.
my god!
I swear to God.
This is like
The
someone who
mythical-
says they had died and went to heaven and came back.
I went on the mythical hot couch guy fucking camping trip. So I got caught smoking weed in college. All my friends were hot. I didn't know this at the time because we were in dorms, but they were hot couch guys. Like when they because we were
They
in their
hadn't
dorm
emerged
room.
from their cocoon yet.
And first of all, I had a system. All right, I had a towel. I'm in and out. I'm in the fucking bathroom. I'm smoking weed. I got a spoof. Remember spoofs?
Oh, dryer
yeah,
sheets
yeah,
in the
hell yeah.
paper towel roll.
Yeah. Also, these guys don't use spoofs, but they take pride in being able to make the best spoof. You know what I mean? Like they have a fucking way. They tell you the like steps. Anyway, I got kicked out smoking weed with these fucking idiots, but like I felt like I need to stay like because they were just ripping a bong in a dorm room, whatever. They were like, dude, it was kind of like a retreat. It was like we're all gonna fucking feel better, man. We're low right now, but we're gonna hit the fucking Mother Nature. You know what I mean? And we're just gonna fucking chill out on our fucking nice camping trip. Literally, and they were like, one guy was like, dude, and again, they think they're chefs, right? So there's 6 people going on this fucking thing, and one guy's like, dude, I'm gonna make
Like outside of it.
Outside, the motherfucker brought a I guess like a cast iron, and he cooked it over the flame. But he only brought enough for like 3 people, and there was no other food. And then literally, we never set up a tent. We all got high and we're listening to Iron Maiden in my car and then we just woke up and the fucking car we had left the car on all night and our battery died. Just listening to Iron Maiden, and no one slept in a tent. We all slept in my SUV and we had to and we just woke up at 6 a.m. in a hot ass car. That's the
You
fucking.
brought the hot couch with you.
Yes, we brought the hot couch in. We turned my Chevy Blazer into a hot couch, and so we wake up and then we just have to walk through this forest and find campers to give me a jump because that was the only car we had, and that is the hot couch camping trip. I've been on the mythical hot couch.
And then
Well, you
the
know what-
radio
you know what
being
it
on
means?
is the DVD menu.
Yeah.
You know what it means is that the real hot couch is in here.
Yeah, it was inside all
you
along.
carry it with you
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's like no matter where they go, they end up at a hot couch. Like if you send them to the bottom of the ocean,
Oh, yeah.
they'll just find there's like some weird naturally occurring coral reef that creates
There's like
an
a
air pocket.
Yeah.
There's a sulfurous jet that keeps everything real fucking toasty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, wow, these deep sea divers found this bizarre sonar signal, and it sounds exactly like the DVD menu music for How High.
Oh,
that was
high.
another good one.
Yes.
Once in a while, they would find something that was okay or nice, not nice, but like okay, broken in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
2 weeks, like a coffee table, anything even passable for an adult human being, broken immediately. Just contagious destruction.
That is the forgotten man and woman, the hot couch people. Like they just never vote. Like, do you think they're gonna get it together to vote like ever?
No.
Oh my!
They'll lie about having voted. They'll be like, this is just some fucking weird lie. Like, yeah, I was actually the first person to vote for Obama.
Yeah.
My second one got his shit together, and now he's a lawyer with children.
Yeah.
No way.
No, he got out. Also, we went to see Obama speak in Elkhart, Indiana, and I think part of the impetus for his getting his shit together was one, he pissed in that fan and it really affected him.
Yeah.
And 2, he was like, oh, maybe like there could be some like structure to the world and everyone could have health care. And,
Yep.
and he went to fucking law school.
And now he's a lawyer specializing in fighting backo child support.
Oh, totally. Totally, yeah.
He's a father's rights lawyer. Like, see, you guys are saying they were like voted for Obama or whatever. All my hot couch guys are the kind of guys that lie about writing in Gary Johnson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're all like
That was my first one. That was
they lie
definitely my
about
first
voting
one,
and
yeah.
still lie to be problematic. Like they
Yeah.
like people they like being wrong and being like a scoundrel. You know what I mean? Like
their thing is like, Trump is a savage.
right? Yes.
Awesome,
yes.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, that's
They're
the Nelson Nuke the Whales poster. Like they're
Exactly.
not smart enough to actually troll, but like they're obnoxious and loud and stupid.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I love them. They're
so
very
they're so
formative
awesome.
part of my teenage years.
We all carry a little bit of the hot couch inside us.
Oh my god!
You know,
It's Cannery Row, man.
Yeah, whether we're in that state or not, it's just like we can slide back into it at any moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh
it's-
yeah.
Yeah, it's,
I'll be there again.
yeah.
Do you think that like maybe our listeners are like the people who are wrapped up in the hot couch world before going on to be like, some bullshit job like creative director, and their friends who own the hot couch or are stuck in the hot couch circle are the Cumtown listeners?
Yeah.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We're the number one. We're sponsored by Hot Couches. Us and fucking Ashley's Furniture. I don't know if you guys have. If that's a
Oh
nationwide
yeah, we got
chain.
Ashley's Furniture.
Yeah. Rent a Center. Every time a leather black couch is rented to own at Rent a Center, it comes with a iPod Mini preloaded with every Cumtown episode.
Actually, you guys, you
I'm
know
sorry, it's a
that this is true because I was living with Nick when I made this decision to buy these couches, and I bought leather couches
is
because you
black
can
leather.
spill stuff on them.
Right.
That is still hot couch mentality.
for sure.
I'm not a guy in fabric. I have pukey cats.
What are the hot couch guy like posters in their room? Like obviously The Godfather.
Well, my first one was Insane Clown Posse.
Oh yeah.
That's uncut hot couch guy. That's unstepped on.
He loved Insane Clown Posse, and like I think a lot of hot couch guys, he was into a sport that no one was else to into. He's into hockey, which does not exist
that's hilarious.
in Indiana. So he had a Hatchet Man hockey jersey.
Oh, respect. That rules.
T-Bone.
Posters that are like centerfolds, but just of weed.
Yeah, well,
Just
also
like the hottest bud of the month.
girls with big tits playing beer pong. That was a big one for me. That was a big one. And then
Mine
also
were less jockish, more. I don't know what they were. Just
see, to me, that was a big part of hot couch guys. Was like this like performative masculinity of like, oh, dude, and like just there's super sensitive guys that like again don't have any control of anything in the world. Like no one is interested in them. They don't have self-esteem. That's why they're so controlling. So it was all this like, dude, I just love chicks. I love like just like they talk about sports even though they're bad at them, like all that kind of shit. So it was.
but they
definitely,
cry when their childhood cat dies.
Yeah, for sure. For their dog, 100. One of the couch guys I remember in college, when it was just Facebook, like when Facebook was still the like social media that everyone fucked with, he created one for his dog, and then everyone was like, and then everyone was like, just clowned him and he stopped it in a day. But it was like that's the kind of guy. If he was left unchecked, he's just a sensitive guy that loves his dog.
Yeah.
Here's another one. This is just like coming back to me now. The hot couch guy is convinced that like or one of the people in the friend group convinces him that he's like a really good artist, and he's like, yo, I want you to do like a big ass mural on my wall. Just let someone draw on their walls like a child, but like like, to do like a dragon or like a graffiti mural
They're
or
so
something.
supportive. They so believe in their friends.
And it looks terrible.
There's some friend who draws just like asinine bullshit, and he'll be like, yo, Mike is a fucking dope artist. He's just drawing the Suzuki logo. Yeah. He's like, damn, how'd you come up with that?
In media, in literature, if you will, not Ricky and Julian, but Trevor and Corey.
Oh shit! Yes, that's beautiful. That's beautifully put.
Okay,
Damn.
all right. I think we've.
I think
we've plumbed
all of you understand it.
Yeah. Everyone understands.
And if you don't understand it, you've missed a
If you don't understand,
It's not for you.
If
There's
you
very
don't-
little
if
in
you
this
don't-
world.
I'll put a bow on this. If you have no fucking clue what we're talking about, you are posting on the neoliberal subreddit. You are on our neoliberal and listening to that god awful podcast.
I'm in like a conciliatory mood towards the world today. I feel like there should be like every candidate, instead of going to Iowa, like they should go to Iowa actually. No state fair. No seeing like the University of Iowa, like corn laboratory or whatever. Like sleep on a hot couch. Like understand like
Yeah, that should be the new
average
kissing
person's
babies.
life.